Well, morning, fellow zombies. Are we live yet, or we make it? 6:52 in the morning, West Coast time. It is Thursday, the 27th of February, 2025. I'd received a text. Actually, I received an email a few days ago concerning about videos done or saved after February 19th that they're going to be having a limited lifespan. But the others are I can actually just get saved and salvaged if I can. So right now, it's just dump this and dump that, dump this and dump that. That's what I'm doing. But I'm saving the personal stuff for myself. If there's anything regarding my dog, if there's anything regarding my dog in there, I'm salvaging. But anything else, KTLA is doing a live broadcast because it's 7:04 on the internet. Hello. Bye bye. So yeah, it's electronic cleaning time. As I'm going through the videos one by one, just to see what's going to be saved and salvaged. I don't remember taping all this shit. I don't. A lot of things been happening. I'm trying to see what I can salvage and not. And then afterwards, leave the whole videos alone. How am I hanging? I'm doing. The dog's been driving me crazy all night again. I love that dog of mine. But I can tell you, fellow caregivers out there who caregive for your adults and pets, pets are different than the dogs, actually, than the adults. With the adults, you can hear them talking what they need. You have to interpret, learn to interpret the dog's needs, especially when they get dementia. Because sometimes I don't even know what they mean. And it becomes more of a challenge, a more communication challenge at this point. Wish it wasn't. Wish you could tell me what the hell they needed. Sometimes I could tell when they were. I could tell if my dog had been without dementia and able to hear and listen. She'd be able to run her to the door and tell me she needs to go out. But as she's gotten older and firmer, uh, I am not looking forward to it. I don't want to look forward to it. The final day for her. I don't think she's ready for it. I don't think I'm ready for it. She may be ready for it, and I don't want to deal with it. She was still able to walk around, and when she did have her energy up, she was actually running around. So I don't think I'm ready for her going out just yet. She's not ready just yet. And I still have to keep an eye on her, whether or not she's cold or not. She hates getting buried by a blanket, but I have to. If I warmed up one of my hoodies, I can keep her warm that way. I'm doing that right now. She'll get up in about an hour or two. It's just enough time for me to get some stuff done. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this particular video here, guys, is because Facebook, as I said before, I've been had stated about their video policies. Anything after the 19th of February, or actually 15th of February, we're supposed to be saving it for a short time, downloading this stuff, and then they get rid of it. They're not going to keep things for long-term storage. That's why I had to check some of the stuff that was going to be archived, but download everything else I could that I wanted to save. Mostly my dog pictures. I wanted to do that. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is just downloading the crap, and then after this, It's getting rid of a lot of material. I need to save and salvage what's left of my computer. I haven't checked the news feeds, so I don't know what's going on. Probably more chaos and confusion in the world. That's the only guess I've got these days. They got another unmanned ship launched to the moon. In about a couple more days, we're going to see another landing of the damn thing. As for what's happening, I guess this is as good as mine. I've been staying the hell out of it. I know that there have been protests across the country in different areas. That people are getting pissed off. Even the people who voted in the red states for their candidate found out that the candidate was very much ineffective, and that in a conference, the first meeting of the agencies, Musk was doing all the talking. Everybody was watching and paying attention to the Musk, but they weren't paying attention to Trump. And he's like, actually, if Musk was over here, he's like, and the media guys are having field day over this shit. There are cuts coming. There's a lot of anger towards Congress, towards everybody. I mean, this is 2025 is the most angriest year I've ever seen it to be. I do not recall, in my fading memory, why this thing had to happen. Why did we allow this insanity? And nobody will say a damn word about accepting responsibility, accountability, or transparency. Nobody. Why am I harping about the damn thing? Why am I harping about the damn 2024 election? Because this is what happened. We warned them. I know, this is like, I told you so, now what you gonna do about it? Basically, that's what I'm doing. It doesn't help much. Because I wanted the people to understand what the hell they did. And once they understand that, they're like, oh my God, revelation time. Yeah, well, we warned you about it. Now what you going to do? Protest. It's the only thing they can do right now until the Congress decides to take away more rights by allowing Musk and Trump more power. Said before, 1776, 1860. Figure it out, guys. Employees were already of Doge didn't want to cause more chaos and confusion to the people, including the kids they hired. But Musk is adamant of getting more and more control over the White House. Trump is not doing a damn thing except being a paperweight. Oh, we're gonna have this. We're gonna have a nice this. We're gonna. I'm thinking, give me a frickin' break, you loser. Give me a frickin' break. I'm seeing all these fact sheets. I'm seeing all these orders he's coming out with. I'm copying everything. I want to make sure that I've got everything that I need. Because to me, this is going to be like damning information towards this asshole. I want it for archives. If they're going to say something stupid, I want to record it. I mean, if they got it in writing, I'll put it in print. But I got it all in, just transferring it one way or another. There is no efficiency in this. And getting rid of people left and right in the federal government, they are getting rid of the safety checks and balances, not to mention the controllers, not to mention everything else that we need for a functioning government. It's like you look at Big Ben. You're wondering how come Big Ben is not doing what it's doing. because the guts are being ripped out left and right. The gears, the cogs. Anything else to make the machine make Big Ben ding dong, or whatever kind of Tower Bell that we're listening to. The clock is stopped. We've got stress all over the place. And pretty shortly, we're going to have the damn thing collapsing on us. I don't know what the hell we're trying to do anymore, to tell you the truth. I don't understand it. So, somebody's got a problem with legal immigrants all over the place. Anybody coming over? What pisses me off is Trump is now doing this $5 million Visa card or something like that to get into the United States. What the fuck is that? Another damn grift? We got a grift over the poor people coming through? We're trying to find a better place, better life? We actually had, back in the late 1800s, and actually in the 1800s, where we had the boats coming in, where we had the immigrants coming in, we had to have something that the French gave us to warmly welcome people as they're coming into New York Harbor. What happens in this situation? We're telling them, give us your poor, you're hungry, you're the huddled masses, yearning to be free, something like that. Hold on. Yeah, okay. There is a Liberty quote out there. I'm trying to get that. It's supposed to be the promise of a new beginning when you come into the country. Not more bullshit like we got. This is supposed to be showing the light of freedom, of liberty, of things going on. There is trying to get the story on this thing. I know because I saw the quote so many damn times that what's written on the monument is, they got to talk about a lot of history. What I want to talk about is the descriptions of it. It's like they sidetrack it. Alright, so let me see what I'm supposed to be looking at. There we go. A mighty woman with a torch whose flame is the imprisoned lightning in her name. Mother of exiles, from her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome, her mild eyes command. The air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep ancient lands your storied pomp, cries she. With silent lips, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, the temp-tossed to me. I lift my lamp besides the golden door. She was originally called Liberty Enlightening the World. We usually are quoting, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. But not the entire poem that means something to us. Only if we actually took the time to read and study it and figure out that liberty is indeed free. But it's usually paid for by a price. Prices from people beforehand who gave opportunity to others to be free, so to speak. But we haven't had it in a hell of a long while. Because apparently it's just not, I don't know what we got it. I mean, it's just, I don't understand. There are some websites out there to talk about her. The poem is part of a larger one called The New Colossus. And this was done in a loving memory of Emma Lazarus, born in New York City, July 22, 1849. Died November 19th, 1887. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering... If I could just read this whole thing. Oh, no. What I need. I need to read it in a better text instead of looking at that thing. That's going to drive me nuts. Let's see. And Poetry Foundation. I'm going over there to see what I can see. Alright, here we go. This is The New Colossus from Emma Lazarus. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles, from her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome, her mild eyes command. To air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame, keep ancient lands, your storied pomps, cries she. With silent lips, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these homeless temp-tossed to me. I lift my lamp besides the golden door. I know, I read it screwed up, but it's telling the immigrants coming into the country that a country is supposed to be welcoming new people in. We had great opportunity and land and opportunities just to build things, build something new for themselves, build a new life. But it gets twisted around a bit, especially when you have fear, paranoia, and basically grifting going on. And it's not just one administration. We've had it sporadically throughout our history. Growing up from 13 colonies and expanding our frontiers left and right, we had wars. We had conflicts. We had people being put into, well, they say travel lands. I call them concentration camps sometimes. Because we pushed out the people who were here generations well before us. And then we took over and declared this whole land of ours, America. The problem is with human beings throughout its generations. We were traveling from place to place to place, conquering land to land to land. Didn't matter how long you stayed in your apartment. You're going to get kicked out eventually. I've been in an apartment. I've been in a house. I've been in a trailer home. And each of those were temporary dwelling spaces that I got kicked in and out of. Even as much as you try to maintain, there's still time to go, and I never liked it in the first place. There was a time long ago when my family would bounce from place to place in the San Fernando Valley to the Antelope Valley and still bounce before they passed away. And I settled into this place. Doesn't mean it's the land of opportunity. It's just a roof over the head. But imagine what you're doing when you're going on an alien landscape and you're trying to conquer it for your own. There's been a land rush in Oklahoma territories. Great land rush they had back in the 1800s. People trying to get a corner of something and say, this is my land. There have been stories about a guy who gets his own territory, marks it up, takes his nearly whole life or whole day, ends up in a grave. The grave was just 6 by 6. Just enough for covering his head to toe and just across the shoulders. That's the only land he ever needed. Ended up with anyway. You know, you carve out a huge niche territory. You think this is great. It's taken up a hell of a lot of energy, time, and everything else. And the only spot you ever needed was just a small plot in the land where you just have your bones rot, be absorbed into the ground. Sometimes I wondered about humanity. We overpopulate. We scrounge for every damn blade of grass, every drop of water we can squeeze out of it, and then plead as we're trying to beat the crap out of another person of saying, I need more. While the other person's doing the same damn shit. Resource war. If you balance the resources enough, there would have been survival. But no, you waste the resources, just scrape what's left of it, and then and all it is survival. There's no living, there's no growth. Seen too much, read too much, watched too much, and now witnessing more of it. I think flashes of paper are going to be the thing that's going to feed you. A freaking break. You know, I saw some dumbass remarks on Facebook from the groups I usually monitor, especially the ones out here in Roseman, California. There was a remark I was watching in there about a posting that was done out there. ICE agents busting people left and right in Kern Valley, in Kern County, Central Valley. The agricultural area is getting bare of people. Produce rotten. Because the migrants that go in there and work the fields to give us food, they're not there. Either they're hiding or being picked up left and right. And then the dumbest remarks I was seeing is, great, now we get to have our people over there working. And I'm thinking, you know, why weren't you? Why weren't you? If you're going to be making the dumbest remark ever and stating to people that you want to see more Americans do it, I'm going to be asking this person, why weren't you working the damn tills? Why weren't you working them? You're going to be grumbling about it in a smart-ass remark. How come you're not there doing it? I think I'll do it. As soon as I find it. Guys have a way of insulting people left and right, and they think that it's funny. Let's see, I'm taking a little bit too much of a pain in the ass myself, I guess. They take things for granted until it's taken away from them. Even I have to be reminded of that lesson. And right now, they laugh and joke, they insult, but I can't say they're good people. I can honestly say these people just don't have it together or care. Care too. That's kind of sad on their part. They complain about stuff being littered all over the place, but some actually tried to do something about it. The rest of them, oh, let us see what we have. Which I pause for a minute. So in a way, I had to make my own damn smartass remarks in the damn thing here. I mean, after all, this one particular person who started off the thing, and everybody else is doing a chain reaction on it. Finally, more jobs for us U.S. citizens. If you're here legally, cool. I have no issues. Like, my father came here legally. And those who come here legally and start making it harder for those who are trying to do it legally. Oh my God! Yeah, are they? Give me a fucking break. Finally, more jobs for us U.S. citizens. Okay, so the challenge is to the guy. Food's still rotting in the fields. You volunteering to do some work, being a U.S. citizen in the fields that no U.S. citizen takes. Yes, immigrants are willing to put up with a lot of crap from U.S. citizens who joke all the time, not willing to thank them for the food in the shelves in the stores U.S. citizens shop at. How's the starvation diet working? Basically, we don't know if the food's coming from an actual farmer or from an immigrant. That they're being tilled in the fields. But apparently they don't care. They just want to make their remarks. So, but how would you feel? I mean, how do you feel where your food's coming from? I mean, who's getting it for you? Unless you're going to be making into a political statement. Be grateful for the grub you got right now as it is. But nobody is. Totally losing. Oh well.